There's been a lot of noise recently about Toyota's Landcruiser being electrified. Apparently there's going to be an electric version, a plug-in hybrid version, but guys, I told you that was all false. Turns out, well, people have just made up a bunch of news to try and, I don't know, get you to click on it and believe that they're telling you an interesting story when in fact they're just making things up. Hello, welcome to the channel. Great to see you. I'm Sam Evans. I'm the Electric Viking. Welcome to the new subscribers. Great to have you. We've done nearly 4,000 videos over the past 26 months. So thank you to everyone who's been on that journey with us. During that period of time, I've seen a lot of bullshit, in fact, a constant stream of bullshit from the mainstream media, saying things like the Toyota Landcruiser electric version is coming soon, when actually the entire platform Toyota have just admitted is unsuitable to be an electric vehicle. In other words, it doesn't work as an EV, not even as a plug-in hybrid. In fact, Toyota is saying it doesn't have anything coming for the Landcruiser. So Toyota are contemplating the Landcruiser's future. The new platform they just brought out, you've probably seen the new Landcruiser. It looks kind of like boxy. I think it looks quite good. Nice looking vehicle, much better looking than the old version. Toyota Prado we're talking about here, guys, for you Australians. The new version looks great, but no, Toyota did not have EV anything in mind, plug-in hybrid anything at all in mind when they designed not only the car, but also the platform. The newly revealed US-bound Toyota Landcruiser 250 series, or the Toyota Prado, as it's known in some markets, retains the beefy appeal of its predecessors, albeit with a retro-looking twist. And it's got a positive reaction from enthusiasts. I've got to say, I'm not into these kinds of vehicles in terms of internal combustion. I think they're old school and just kind of dinosaurs now. But I think that said, it does look good. And I can understand why people like it. Now, Toyota has a saying they have no immediate plans whatsoever of introducing plug-in hybrids or fully electric versions of the retro-styled SUV. That's even though its turbocharged 2.4 litre engine will be paired with a 48 horsepower electric motor, which is housed within the 8-speed transmission. However, that e-motor, or that electric motor, will have a diminutive impact on emissions. In other words, it will barely impact the emissions of these vehicles, meaning in most markets, such as China, the United States, and Europe, by 2027, 2028, depending on the market, it probably won't be legally be able to be sold. So Toyota have to do something between now and then. Toyota is considering plug-in hybrid, fuel cell, or an all-electric version of the SUV as per an Automotive News report. But that's many, many years away because that can't happen on this platform. The reason incorporating any of these alternative propulsion systems into the TNGA-F platform will have some pretty serious pros and cons, mostly cons, said the vehicle's chief engineer, Kita Maritsu. Although Toyota engineers have reportedly stated brainstorming future electric variants is happening as per the report, that would have to be an entirely new car, says Toyota. The capabilities of a fuel cell version would be ideal, they believe, for long-range driving and towing. So basically Toyota's engineers and Toyota themselves are saying, oh, a hydrogen version of this would be great. Don't you think? Don't you think? Yeah. Don't you think, guys? Don't you? The room's quiet. No one says anything. And Toyota says, oh, yeah, but limited infrastructure could hinder its wider adoption. Fair enough. But still, don't you think it's great? Yeah. If anyone can make a fuel cell EV work, then it's Toyota. I mean, they have 5,000 hydrogen-powered vehicle patents. And they're currently building hydrogen engined powered vehicles, not even hydrogen fuel cell powered vehicles, hydrogen engine powered vehicles. They're doing that in a joint venture with Yamaha. Toyota has said their patents are so important for hydrogen vehicles that they actually opened up the technology for these patents until 2020. So before then you could use them, but now you can't. The ladder frame platform that the new Landcruiser or the new Toyota Prado is built on is designed to accommodate hybrid, isn't designed to accommodate hybrid or fully electric powertrains, and would have to be significantly modified, meaning massively compromised, should Toyota choose to make it an EV. It would be heavy, it would be expensive to do this. It wouldn't make sense. It'd be like Toyota's current BZ4X. It's been slammed. It's too heavy, it's inefficient, it's just not a good electric car. It's not selling very well either. The brand's existing EVs like the BZ4X and the Lexus RZ use tweaked versions of the TNGA platform. And although Toyota CEO Koji Sato outlined 3 steps for successful transition to EVs in April of 2023, these included a purpose-built EV platform. Toyota themselves are saying, without a purpose-built EV platform, we can't make a profit off these cars, or they'll be so ludicrously expensive that no one will buy them, or the range will be so poor that no one will buy them, or the wheels will fall off and we'll have to spend many, many months working out how to fix the battery problems and pretend that it's a wheels falling off issue. Yeah, I'm serious. Anyhow, the question here is, would the Landcruiser incorporate a modified TNGA platform? I say no, because Toyota already know that that's a stupid idea. They've seen how Tesla builds a Model Y and they realize that's what they need to do. They've already committed to doing that. They want to build a structural battery pack and use gigacasting in the future, even though Toyota apparently are the experts of engineering. They can't be surpassed. They're brilliant. They're geniuses at it. But hang on a minute. They tore apart a Tesla Model Y, said it was genius, and now decided to copy it. Yeah. Guess what? That's called disruption. Things change. If your thinking can't change, well, you're just getting left behind. Toyota brand fans are very much like that. They love the old. They love the old school. But the thing is, no matter how much they love that, emissions regulations will change. This vehicle will not be legal to be sold. It's that simple. It doesn't matter how much you love Toyota. Toyota have to change. And to sell a hybrid or a plug-in hybrid or a fully electric version of this vehicle, they need a whole new platform. That's going to cost them hundreds and hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars, and mean entire new production lines. So many consider Toyota to be very slow in the EV race because they are. This is a legitimate number. 0.27% of all cars that Toyota sells worldwide are fully electric. 0.27%. They are so far behind, it's not funny. The Japanese automakers say that they have mounted a multi-front effort to plug the gap to their rivals, and the way they're going to do it is by getting Chinese manufacturers to help them make EVs. That's true. The brand plans to launch 10 new EVs by 2026, though that's still 3 years away, including a 3-row full-size electric SUV that will be manufactured in North America at its Kentucky plant. Now, the reason for that is because of the IRS incentives. Toyota vehicles don't qualify because they're not made. They don't make any EVs in the US. In fact, they don't make any EVs, period, anyway, so that's a moot point. But anyhow, they don't actually get any incentives unless they make the EVs in the United States, whether that's for the batteries or as a consumer getting the $7,500 tax break. So Toyota has just said, all right, we give in, we'll make them in the US. But it won't start until it's believed to be 2026. Now, the reason I say that is because, actually, well, I shouldn't even say that. None of us should be saying this because Toyota hasn't even made an EV platform yet. They haven't even started. That's by their own admission. They've got a long way to go. It's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. Now, here is a little spanner worth throwing in the works. Toyota claims that they have solid-state battery technology which will give their cars 745 miles of range. But people have short memories, or they simply weren't paying attention. Toyota said exactly the same thing in 2015. In fact, they said all their EVs in 2020 would have solid-state batteries. Are people still believing this story? Really, I'm curious to know. Ask your friends, do they believe these stories? Let me know in the comments because it could be worth a laugh. It's good entertainment. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.